As an instructor, I can definitely see how this unit would be a benefit in a training situation with students. It certainly allow me to ensure that their maximum depth is locked in and they're not going to exceed that. I'm also ensured that they're not going to be able to make a too rapid of an ascent. Descent-wise, certainly as a dive medic, I'm always incredibly concerned about my divers and harming their ears. And so with this unit, I know they'll be able to control their descent rates and avoid that type of an injury. This unit is not designed to remove the training aspect of buoyancy control with divers. Divers still have to learn how to control their buoyancy. What this unit is doing is it's enabling them to go through the training process in a safe manner so that they don't have to worry about rapid uncontrolled descents, rapid uncontrolled ascents, and of course, again, not exceeding those maximum depth limits that a diver in training is going to have. When you think about the evolution of BCs, remember back in the early days of scuba, we just wore a backpack. Nobody thought there was a need for a BC. And then we had horse collar BCs, which then evolved into jacket style BCs with bladders, which then further evolved into bladderless style BCs, which further evolved into weight integrated BCs. And now we're looking at this unit, which is a weight integrated computerized BC. So it's just one more step along the evolutionary line of the buoyancy compensator device. I know, having used this unit, that it's incredibly user friendly. It's icon driven. Who today isn't bombarded with icon-driven programs? We're all familiar, and I have to say, all the icons on there were almost self-explanatory. When I was first given the unit, I literally started going through the icons, and I almost intuitively knew where to go because the icons were that inviting. I knew, okay, this is going to take me to maximum depth settings. I knew this icon was going to take me to ascent rate settings. So it's very, very user-friendly, and I think for today's generation, everyone will be able to use it with ease. I think that from a practical application standpoint as an instructor, especially if I'm working with a large group of divers in training, this would definitely allow myself and any assistants to be assured that none of our divers are going to drop too quickly. Nobody's going to wind up with an ear injury. We absolutely know nobody can exceed the maximum allowable depths, which is a great relief off of my mind because it is a common occurrence that people do accidentally get below those maximum allowable depths, no matter how hard we try to keep them there. And ascent rates, of course, again, when you think about dive injuries, that's where they happen, is on ascent. And we certainly don't want that to occur, so the BC is definitely very beneficial in that aspect. It is really nice to know that I can lock in someone's maximum allowable depth. I can program their descent rate. I can program their ascent rate. I can program in their safety stop. It's a no-brainer. It's fantastic, especially when you're dealing with multiple divers in training. This is wonderful. It's going to take a little bit of the work off of me. I think this unit's first application is going to be training.